On this episode of ResiWeek, we talk controlling fans, Nortek rebrands as nice, and freedom from the field. All this and more on this episode of ResiWeek.
The network for the AV industry.
What are you listening to?
This
is AV.
This
is AVNation.
This is AVNation.
This is ResiWeek, episode 316, Our Own Worst Enemy.
Support for AVNation is brought to you by FSR.
Welcome to this episode of ResiWeek. This is your weekly roundup of all the latest news and stories for the residential AV industry. I'm your host, Matty Scott for AVNation.tv. This week, I'm pleased to be joined by two of my good friends. First, it's Catherine Wheeler. She is an area sales manager for Snap One, previously known as Snap AV. How you doing, Kat?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Matt.
Thank you for being here. Next, but certainly not least, is my good friend, Mr. Henry Clifford. He is the president of Livewire and the co-founder of Parasol. How you doing, Henry?
What's going on, Matt? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. All right, we are going to kick this off with a story that comes to us from CE Pro. Smart ceiling fans are the forgotten light fixtures of the ceiling. There are 12 million plus ceiling fans sold annually in the U.S., and these seem to be the next big thing for automation. Kat, I want to start with you on this one because I agree and dramatically disagree with this assessment. And let me tell you why. Ceiling fans are great. Good quality controllable ceiling fans are egregiously expensive. Ceiling fans that most people want to buy are cheap and the control sucks. So, Kat Wheeler, does our acceptance of ceiling fans and our desire to control them, does this completely and unequivocally revolve around the quality of the API that these fan manufacturers are going to give us?
I mean, yes, but I'm here for it, and let me tell you why. I think when we talk to integrators about ways to grow their business, there's ways you can do that, and there aren't very many ways to do it without a huge investment of infrastructure, like getting new trucks and hiring new people, which costs a ton of money. But one way to dramatically grow your business quickly is by selling things that you didn't sell before. And if fixtures are one of those things, I'm here for that. If outdoor lighting and audio is part of that, I'm here for that too. I think we need to explore all of the options available to us to be as profitable and as valuable to our customers as we can be. And then the second part of that is I'm big on integration. And the more things you integrate and integrate in a good, smart way, the better a system you give people. When I can wake up in the morning and my lights and shades and thermostats all do the same thing with one button, if my fan did that too and was integrated into that, not controlling it individually, that's huge. It makes everybody's lives, their quality of life better, and our value to our customers better. So I'm here for it.
Henry, I don't disagree with her. My concern is that, at least in my experience, the ceiling fixtures that are sold as controllable are controllable via another app. And that's really it. They don't really give you control. And if you put that controllable, quote unquote, fixture on a controllable circuit, which is the proper way to do it, you quite often run into problems where the fixture just doesn't want to respond properly because it can't connect to its app, blah, 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 blah. Do we need to interject ourselves completely and force a spec based on this until these manufacturers come up with something that's Z-Wave control, and literally anything that's built in to an actual automation platform that we already use? I can think of maybe one brand of ceiling fans that actually has true integration, and that's it. And they're quite expensive. They're beautiful, but they're quite expensive. Am I missing it on this?
I saw Jason wrote this, and I love what he was trying to put out there as far as a message of pushing the envelope and exploring new spaces. I think, as I think about it, looking through the lens of an integrator, I think about margin, I think about services, I think about if I have a hand in putting this ceiling fan in, what are the good things that are going to happen as a result of that? And then I think, what are the bad things that are going to happen as a result of that? The good list is pretty short. It's real short. I'm not thinking I'm making much margin. I'm not really thinking there's a lot of control opportunity. And I'm thinking about my own behavior with the fan. It's usually I'm getting maybe encouraged by another member of my household to do something with the fan that involves a little pull chain or something. So I'm not saying that the fans don't have their place. I can think for outdoor, for some of the cool outdoor lanai spaces, and some of these that need true automation, kind of on off, that need the color temperature integration, etc. I could think of that much the same way like Kat said with outdoor lighting. If it's tied in with some of that outdoor infrastructure coming on, turning off, like around a pool and things like that. But for the most part, I'm not really seeing a play other than it, potentially some headaches, and probably feels like potentially one of the buckets where, as we get more into fixtures as integrators and we're engaged in resale to electrical folks, much the same way we'll do with lighting control or we'll do with fixtures, that feels like the place to sort of invest our energy is like, hey, Mr. Electrician, I got something to how to make your life easier. Therefore, we're out of the warranty kind of thing. We're the more the trusted advisor to the Mr. Sparky, essentially. So, but I would, for us, we're going to keep the fans at arm's length.
Now, I'm surprised. I'm intrigued you said that. Not really surprised. I'm intrigued. And the reason I say this is because my company actually sells ceiling fans. And we do okay with them. But the reason we sell them is kind of to Kat's point, is that we can control what's going in. So we did a huge project years ago, a huge Lutron project, and we had spec'd fans, but we hadn't firmly spec'd them. We just said, yeah, we're going to use these ones. And the homeowner happened to be in a lighting showroom and saw some cool fans and was talked into this wonderful fan with a DC motor that you cannot control speed on with any sort of lighting control. And it was a massive headache, and it was a big pain in the butt, and it took so much work to make function seamlessly. So we started firmly speccing fans that we can control properly. And now that we control them properly, they're great. But yeah, when you show up and I'm price quoting against the special Lowe's had on a Hunter brand ceiling fan, nothing against Hunter, but yeah, no, I'm out of that.
That's
game.
more like what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm
not
out of that
the
game.
Super special, all the specifiers in the room projects. More of the Biddy McBitterson jobs. Yeah.
No, run away. Hey, thanks for watching the first segment of this week's episode. To catch the entire show, please click the link below or visit AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv.